I think Angel Reese, and I'm saying this with my chest out, I think she's quit on the Chicago Sky. She's been claiming a back injury basically since the All-Star break. And there's no details. Every day we hear that Angel Reese is day to day. And every week there's no update on what she's struggling with, what she's doing. There's nothing. There's no information about Angel Reese.
I'm just gonna put this out there. Angel Reese has quit more seasons than she's finished. 3 seasons gone in just 2 years. 2 in the WNBA, 1 in Unrivaled. She even said it herself. The WNBA don't pay my bills. Now rumors say she's eyeing OnlyFans. Buckle up, we're diving in. When you really step back and look at the last 2 years of Angel Reese's career, it's hard to ignore the trend. This isn't one bad season or an unfortunate injury, it's a repeated storyline. In her rookie WNBA season, she tapped out with a wrist issue. In Unrivaled, she didn't just miss games, she skipped the championship entirely. And now, in her second WNBA season, it's a mysterious back injury that's kept her out since the All-Star break. That's 3 seasons ended early in just 2 years.
Look, bro, you gotta remember, she quit in Unrivaled. She just stopped playing in Unrivaled. Said she was hurt, didn't show up for the championship game, didn't even show up and watch. Last season, she claimed her wrist was messed up, didn't finish playing in none of the games. Now, this year, she's saying this season, it's her back. It looked like she's not finishing playing in none of the games.
Think about how rare that is for a player who's supposed to be a franchise cornerstone. Most stars fight tooth and nail to finish the year, even if the standings are ugly. But for Reese, it's starting to look like finishing the season isn't the priority. Fans want consistency. Coaches need reliability. Yet here we are, with the Chicago Sky staring down one of their worst records while one of their biggest names is sidelined, and not because of a clear documented injury. The longer this pattern continues, the more it overshadows everything else she's done on the court. That line didn't come from a critic. It came from Angel Reese herself. The WNBA don't pay my bills. When a player says that out loud, you can't help but connect it to how they approach the grind of a full season. Most pros understand the league check might not be massive, but the game itself, the competition, the legacy is what drives them. Reese, it feels different. That mindset screams part-time commitment. It's like saying, I'll show up when it's convenient and when it helps my brand. But if the season gets rough or the standings tank, I'm out. The problem is, you can't lead a team with 1 foot in and 1 foot out. And in a league where every game matters for exposure and growth, that attitude doesn't just hurt the player, it hurts the team and the league's momentum. The Chicago Sky didn't sign her to be a side gig. They signed her to be a core piece, someone fans could rally behind. Yet her own words give the impression that basketball is just one of many hustles, not the main one. Here's where it gets tricky. Back injuries can be real and they can be serious. But when an injury is labeled day to day for weeks without any specifics, no timeline, no clear moment of when it happened, it starts to raise eyebrows. We've all seen legitimate injuries play out. Fans can point to the exact game and even the exact play where it happened. With Reese, there's nothing like that. No footage, no here's when it flared up, no detailed update from the team. Just a vague day-to-day that's stretched into half the season. And for a player who's already built a track record of cutting seasons short, this feels less like bad luck and more like a convenient exit strategy. Chicago's record without her? Brutal. But the team's record with her wasn't exactly lighting up the standings either. So what's the real reason? Is it truly about protecting her health? Or is it about protecting her image from the sting of more losses? That's the question fans are stuck asking.
Angel Reese unintentionally exposed her own lies. An excellent performance from Angel Reese. It is rare. It's like seeing a hole-in-one on a par 5.
This is where the contrast becomes impossible to ignore. Caitlin Clark goes down with a clear, visible injury. Fans see it happen. The team gives a rough timeline for her return, and she stays engaged with her squad throughout recovery. That's what leadership looks like. Now, look at Reese, no visible injury, no solid timeline, and she's not even traveling with the team for key games. You can say Clark is more popular, you can say the league treats her differently, but availability and transparency matter in any sport.
Threw in the towel and said your wrist was hurting for the rest of the year and didn't play again. this past the inaugural season of Unrivaled, you didn't even finish that season. You didn't even show up for the championship. No, not only did you not play, you didn't even show up to the game at all.
Clark's injury hasn't stopped her from showing up for her teammates. Reese's absence feels more like a disappearing act. In sports, perception matters almost as much as performance. And right now, the perception is that Reese isn't interested in grinding through adversity. And when your so-called rival is showing up even when she's hurt, it just makes the gap between the two that much bigger in the eyes of fans and executives alike. This one's almost comical. Your biggest rival is in the building, the arena is buzzing, the storyline is perfect for a competitive spark, and you're not even there. Reese didn't make the trip to Indianapolis when the sky faced the fever. Not injured on the bench, not in warm-ups, just absent. For a player who's built so much of her public persona around this rivalry with Caitlin Clark, skipping that game sends the exact opposite message. It tells fans that the rivalry only exists when it's convenient, when it benefits her brand, or when the outcome can be spun positively. It's like showing up to talk trash before the season, but ghosting when it's time to actually play. Teammates notice that, coaches notice that, and fans definitely notice that. Rivalries aren't built in media quotes, they're built in games, especially the ones with tension and history. Missing that moment speaks volumes. Let's call it what it is, brand protection mode. When the team's losing, it's tempting to sit out, avoid the box scores, and make sure your name isn't tied to a string of L's. Winning? Great, you're front and center. Losing? Suddenly there's a back injury, rehab sessions, and a mysterious timeline. And sure, in today's sports world, players do have to think about their image. But when your personal brand starts dictating your availability more than your love of competition, you stop being a competitor and start being a celebrity athlete. That might work for social media influencers, but it doesn't work in a professional locker room. The Sky aren't just missing her stats. They're missing the energy, the edge, the fight that comes from your best players being in the trenches with you. And the fans? They came to see the team's stars, not empty seats on the bench. Quitting once might be forgiven. Quitting twice? People start to talk. Quitting 3 seasons in 2 years? That's a reputation. And in sports, once that label sticks, it's hard to shake. Teammates might not say it out loud, but they remember who battled through tough stretches and who packed it in. Coaches and general managers, they definitely remember. Every time Reese's name comes up in future trade talks or contract negotiations, this pattern will be in the back of their minds. Can we rely on her? Will she be there in crunch time, or will she disappear when things get rough? And when those questions exist, it's only a matter of time before they influence the decisions that shape her career. Players who are known for showing up, even hurt, get the benefit of the doubt. Players who check out early rarely do. Now here's where the off-court talk really starts sizzling. The latest rumor floating around is that Angel Reese is planning to launch an OnlyFans. And let's be real, this isn't just some random gossip, it fits hand in glove with the image she's been crafting. This is the same player who flat out told us, "The WNBA don't pay my bills. So why should anyone be shocked if she's looking for an entirely different type of subscriber base?" It's the ultimate brand pivot. From missed games on the court to potential paywalls off it. From a pure business angle, sure, stacking revenue streams makes sense. But when your team's struggling, your so-called rivalry games are going on without you, and you're already known for treating basketball like a side gig, the optics are brutal. Chicago Sky fans aren't paying for behind-the-scenes selfies, they're paying in ticket prices and loyalty to see their star suit up and fight for wins. Instead, it feels like hoops is slipping further down her priority list, and she's leaning harder into anything that keeps her in the headlines without stepping onto the hardwood.